The Beverly Hilton's ballroom, a cavern of crystal and opulence, pulsed with the electric hum of black excellence on a balmy Los Angeles evening. At its epicenter stood Winnie Harlow, the 31-year-old supermodel whose journey from vitiligo-afflicted underdog to runway royalty has inspired legions. Her gown, a masterpiece of red and white lace, backless and audacious with a plunging neckline that dared gravity, clung like a lover's whisper, its intricate patterns evoking Baroque tapestries reimagined for the modern muse. White Christian Louboutin stilettos elongated her silhouette, while a tight braided beehive crowned her like a warrior queen, strands gleaming under the chandelier's fire. Harlow didn't just attend the Ebony Power 100 Gala, she commanded it, a vision of defiant beauty amid honorees who collectively reshaped culture's contours. The event, a glittering paean to trailblazers in music, sports, fashion, film, television and politics, honored those whose influence ripples beyond spotlights. Teyana Taylor, the multifaceted force behind A1001, claimed Entertainer of the Year, her performance a fusion of R&B soul and cinematic grit. Olandria Carthan, the Love Island USA alum turned advocate, snatched People's Choice for her unfiltered authenticity. Tracee Ellis Ross, whose Blackish legacy championed representation, was feted as Pathbreaker of the Year, her speech a clarion call for inclusive storytelling. And Iman, the Somali supermodel widowed from David Bowie, accepted Icon of the Year with regal poise, her words weaving fashion's threads with activism's steel. The roster extended to Taraji P. Henson's commanding presence, Megan Good's radiant energy, Sean Ross's boundary-pushing artistry, YouTube dynamos Kayla Nicole and Brooklyn Frost, and Tyrese Gibson arm-in-arm with Zeeley Timothy, a constellation affirming black women's unyielding power. Yet Harlow's radiance carried shadows, cast by a Halloween tempest mere days prior. Her costume, a meticulous recreation of Whitney Houston's 2001 BET Awards performance, ignited fury. Houston, at 38, had delivered a set laced with raw charisma but undercut by visible frailty, her sequin gown and erratic energy betraying battles with addiction. Harlow, donning a near-identical silver mini-dress, oversized earrings, and that iconic pose, aimed for homage but struck critics as mockery. Social media erupted. This wasn't the tribute Whitney deserved. She chose to recreate Whitney during one of her hardest times, one user seethed. Another decried, mocking an exceptional woman at her most vulnerable is no flex. The Backlash painted Harlow as insensitive, glossing over Houston's humanity in favor of aesthetic mimicry, a stark contrast to tributes centering the bodyguard-era poise. Harlow, undeterred, took to Instagram with a manifesto of intent. That 2001 performance is one of my favorite moments of Whitney's, she declared, her tone fervent. She was radiant, funny, captivating, pure magic. Revealing a deeply personal tether, she disclosed her legal name, Whitney, bestowed by a mother enthralled by Houston's voice. My mom named me after her because she saw strength in those songs. I wanted to celebrate that charisma, that humor, that talent, not the struggles. Urging a pivot to legacy over lament, Harlow invoked Houston's indomitable spirit. 8 Grammys, I Will Always Love You's stratospheric reign, a voice that bridged gospel and pop. Whitney taught us to rise, flaws and all. Let's honor that fire. The Post, layered with archival clips and family photos, reframed the costume as reclamation, sparking dialogue on celebrity vulnerability's tightrope. At the gala, Harlow embodied that resilience, mingling with poise amid sumptuous spreads, truffle-dusted canapes, caviar towers, and artisanal cocktails evoking ancestral spices. Conversations flowed like the champagne, Taylor dissecting indie film's ascent, Ross advocating for on-screen multiplicity, Iman reminiscing on 70s Paris runways that shattered Eurocentric molds. Henson, in emerald velvet, traded laughs with Good over rom-com revivals, while Gibson and Timothy discussed music's healing cadence. The night's undercurrent was empowerment's mosaic, each honoree a shard reflecting broader triumphs. Harlow's arc mirrors this tapestry. Diagnosed with vitiligo at 4, she endured taunts, cow, and zebra hurled like daggers, yet transformed affliction into art. Discovered on America's Next Top Model, she walked for Versace, Fendi, and Chanel, her spotted skin a canvas of contrast. Collaborations with Fenty Beauty and her own K-Skin line champion inclusivity, turning personal pain into communal balm. The Backlash, though stinging, echoes earlier skirmishes, like 2019's Met Gala zebra frock critique, yet bolsters her advocacy. Vitiligo doesn't define me, it illuminates me, she often says, her platform amplifying voices like hers. As the evening crested with a live band's soulful serenade, covers of Houston's greatest love of all nodding to the elephant in the room, Harlow took the stage briefly, her words a bridge. "Tonight we celebrate not perfection but persistence," she intoned, eyes sweeping the crowd. Applause thundered, a chorus of solidarity. In the gala's afterglow, as limos ferried guests into the night, Harlow's red gown trailed like a comet's tail, a symbol of beauty's boundless forms, legacy's fragile dance, and the power to rewrite narratives, one bold step at a time. Ebony's Power 100 wasn't just an event, it was a reclamation where icons like Harlow remind us, true glamour gleams brightest in adversity's forge.